In news from the USVI criminal courts, we learned that a man who set fire to a building trapping people inside is facing charges of arson and attempted murder. A second man was arrested for multiple offenses after allegedly opening fire on someone with whom he had an ongoing disagreement. Firefighters and police converged on a building in Orange Grove, Christiansted on Wednesday following reports of fire. They found three separate conflagrations, one near the eastern wall about 6 feet high and spreading through the building. The others were on the northern wall near the bedroom of two residents. Police say it was difficult for them to breathe while standing outside because of the billowing smoke coming from inside the building. Firefighters were able to quickly extinguish the blazes, doing so before a second contingent of VIPD officers arrived. By that time, Louis Felix Santos was already in custody, having told police that he was cooking inside the building, and that's what started the fire. However, police noted piles of paper and plastic bottles used as fuel along the eastern wall, and further noted extreme charring at the bottom of one point of the northern wall, with a smoke stain along that wall that rose 9 to 12 feet. Further, one of the two people who were trapped in the building told police that he was in his second-floor bedroom when he heard someone kicking the front door of his unit. The man said he recognized the voice of Felix Santos, his downstairs neighbor, shouting, "I'm going to kill you today," and then saw and smelled smoke. Blinded by the smoke, the man said his roommate was nevertheless able to squeeze through an opening at the back of the room to escape, cutting his right thigh and left ankle in the process. Nobody else was in the building at the time of the fire, the man said, except himself, his roommate, and Santos, who the man claimed had been harassing and assaulting him since he moved in. Santos was ultimately arrested and charged with attempted murder in the first degree arson, and first-degree assault. In court earlier on Friday, a judge ruled that Santos must post fully secured bail in the sum of $100,000, as well as provide a vetted and approved third-party custodian with which he will reside upon release. If he is able to secure his release, Santos will be restricted from leaving St. Croix and will be required to surrender any travel documents he may have. He will be placed on 24-hour house arrest and must report to the Office of Probation every Tuesday. Santos is further barred from entering the premises where the incident took place, ordered to maintain a minimum distance of 1,000 feet away from the alleged victims, and to have no contact with them or any witnesses. Kennedy Pascal also appeared before a VI Superior Court judge on Friday after police charged him with assault in the first degree, third-degree assault, possession of a firearm during a crime of violence, illegal discharge of a firearm, reckless endangerment in the first degree, possession of ammunition, illegal possession of a firearm, brandishing and exhibiting, disturbance of the peace, and simple assault. The charges come following an incident in October. A man told police that on the 19th of that month, he'd been given a ride from Cassie Hill to his residence near Mandal. He was dropped off at the intersection of Mandal and Hometown, but when he exited the vehicle, he saw Pascal at a residence nearby. The man told officers that he was in fear of Pascal, that Pascal knows where he lives, and that he believed Pascal will one day try to kill him at his house. In fact, the man said earlier this month he reported a masked individual trying unsuccessfully to enter his home. Therefore, when the man saw Pascal that day in October, he asked if he could instead be dropped off further up the street to avoid any incidents. The driver agreed to take him closer to his home, and the man exited the vehicle near Wintberg. While walking down the road, though, he heard a vehicle approach behind him and realized that it was Pascal. Responding to Pascal's inquiries, the man told him that he should take it easy as a report against him was pending. Pascal reportedly responded to that news by sucking his teeth, after which he allegedly exited the vehicle he was driving and began to fire gunshots at the pedestrian. Unhurt, the man ran away and immediately made for the police station, where he gave a detailed description of Pascal and showed police his Facebook page where his photos were posted. He then took officers to where the incident had taken place, and they collected spent shell casings at the scene. Pascal was eventually found and transported to the Criminal Investigations Bureau. While he declined to give police a statement, Pascal told officers that there was a gun in his vehicle for his protection. Police duly found a Smith & Wesson SD-40 caliber handgun with a 13-round fully loaded magazine in the vehicle's center console, a weapon which Pascal has no license to own or carry in the USVI. He was then arrested and charged and appeared in court on Friday, where a judge ruled that Pascal be allowed to post 10% of his $100,000 bail requirement to secure release. The remainder can be posted as an unsecured bond. Once released, Pascal will be placed in the care of an approved third-party custodian and restricted to the St. Thomas-St. John district. He must report to the probation office twice weekly, stay away from the complainant at all times, and have no contact whatsoever with the complainant or any witnesses. Pascal is further prohibited from using alcohol or any controlled substance, as well as from possessing a firearm, ammunition, or dangerous weapon.